Hey everyone, sorry it's been a little while. Welcome to episode 2 of Let's Talk About It. Now, I made episode 1 quite a while back, and honestly, I don't know why it's been so long since I did another episode of this. So basically, since this is the only second episode, I guess I'll probably fill you guys in. Let's Talk About It? Well, it's kind of like a podcast. Well, sort of. It's just me kind of like rambling on about what's been going on somewhat lately, what were my opinions of something, and maybe some reviews. I don't know. I just usually talk about whatever comes to mind. And I do have a couple of things to talk about. But yeah, but I guess maybe before I talk about those things, or at least yeah, before I maybe go on to the actual video itself, I do kind of want to give it a little bit of an update, specifically on the VYBE Draft Wars Championship video. I will be making that video. I promise I will start making it. There have been 2 champions already crowned. First one was Brandon, and now it's back to Dalton. So do not worry, I will be working on that video. Just please be patient. And now on to the actual video itself. First things first. I actually kind of want to talk about this game for a little bit. Sonic Colors Ultimate. As of right now, I love this game. I love it. Now, through my experience, I have never had a glitch, a bug, or a crash with this game. Never had one. So whatever freaking trendy video that's going on with Sonic saying that this game is glitchy, it's buggy, and it's crashing, I'm going to say this right here, right now. This game is perfect. This game has no bugs, no glitches, no crashes. Plain and simple. Yeah, Sonic Colors, for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure a couple of you may know, but I'm just gonna say it just in case. Sonic Colors Ultimate, this is actually like a remastered version to a degree of one of the most critically acclaimed games from Sega / Sonic Team, Sonic Colors on the Wii. Believe it or not, there's actually 2 different versions of Sonic Colors. I wouldn't say versions, but more like 2 different titles because here in America, we spell color as COLU, no, COLOR. That's how we spell color. But over there in Europe, aka the UK, they spell it with a U in there. I think it's COLUOR. It's either UO or is it OU? I don't remember. That's on the Wii. As for the Switch, this game is freaking fun. I actually really enjoy it. Speaking of the Switch, I actually kind of have a couple of things to talk about with the Switch. Now, this could be maybe like the lack of games I have, but just so you guys know, a lot of these aren't very cheap. A couple of them cost like $60. We got Mario Kart 8 right here. We got ARMS. We got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Literally every single one costed like $60. And then there are those ones that are like $40, $30, I think. CTR, aka Natural Fuel. We got South Park: The Fractured But Whole, which, by the way, freaking love that game. It is funny as heck. And then we got Team Sonic Racing. And also Sonic Colors Ultimate. And believe it or not, this game actually costed me $36, which, what a freaking steal. Now, if there's one thing I'm gonna have to say about the Switch is that I wish they did more things with the Mii's, or at least I wish they had more single player games, or at least in more of my interest. Because the one thing that sucks about the Switch the most is that I feel like the games are multiplayer exclusive, and I do not like that one bit. I mean, with Super Smash Bros. I can somewhat give it a pass with the huge adventure mode or spirit mode. I don't remember, but at the same time, that game can be not repetitive. It's just it could get a little bit exhausted, a little bit, and the one thing I really wish Nintendo would have done to the Switch was actually make the Mii's more meaningful. Because they added so many good things to the Mii's. Like they actually expanded the color section. Like you can actually make your Mii character have red hair, blue hair. You can even even the eyes have been even the eyes have the exact same color palette as the hair. So it's like you add all this good stuff to the Mii's, but yet you barely release anything for them. If anything, I think I only have like two games that are usable for the Mii's: Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. Which, by the way, I do not like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, is the game fun? Yes, but at the same time, it's like, are you serious? It's literally the exact same game as the one from the Wii U, but it's like a .5. There's nothing different about both of those games, other than the fact that this one actually has a more expansion on battle mode. I will give them that. But literally, I do not see the difference between the two, other than like slightly more characters and no other cart options. I just don't see it, and that sucks. That really does suck. Actually, speaking of video game mascots, I have kind of seen a bit of a trend going around, specifically with Sonic. It seems that everyone is really crapping on the guy. I'm going to say this right here, right now. I guarantee you, if Sonic, aka Sega or Sonic Team, whichever you want to call them, I guarantee you, if these guys went completely bankrupt, completely dead, and die off from their franchise, I guarantee you video games would not be as much fun. Do you want to know why? There's this beautiful thing called copyright. The one thing that absolutely sucks about copyright the most is that a lot, and I do mean a lot of companies, are not only super sensitive about their characters, but they protect them super hardly. You don't even have to do so much research about it. I can name two off the top of my head: Walt Disney and Nintendo. Of course, I'm pretty sure you all know Walt Disney, especially with that mouse, Mickey Mouse, if you don't know. No joke. Fun little fact about Walt Disney. They actually tried. They tried to get the copyright of Mickey Mouse for Infinite. I am not kidding. Thankfully, the court had common sense and said, "No, you ain't doing that." But what Disney and the court eventually agreed to is that every 10 or so years is that for 10 years they will have the exclusive copyright stuff to Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse. And the court even said that when the 10 years are even when the 10 years are on their peak, they can actually renew it. And yeah, it is not pretty. As for Nintendo, look, I love Nintendo. I love Mario. I love Luigi. I love Nintendo as maybe not as much fun as the next fan, but I just enjoy playing Nintendo. But the one thing that absolutely sucks about Nintendo is that they copyright and take down literally anything and everything. If you guys don't know what I mean, they do their fan base pretty bad. For those of you who don't know, I still recall this like it was freaking yesterday. There was this Pokemon fan game that played like a Pokemon game. It even looked like a Pokemon game. It actually looked like an official Nintendo Pokemon game. This was all made by a group of fans who love Pokemon, and they just decided to make this Pokemon game that's fan made again. But the one thing that the fans, or the one thing that these group of fans never did with the Pokemon game was sell it. AKA, they did not, I'm going to repeat this, they did not sell this for a single penny. If anything, they release it to the world for free. Again, for free. AKA, they ain't making a single nickel off of that. Here comes where the bullcrap comes in. Nintendo saw this, contacted them, and pretty much kind of threatened them with a lawsuit. Pretty much saying, if you don't take this game down, we're going to send you a lawsuit. And I'm here being like, you're serious, right? They're not making jack off of this game. It's just a game that they made. They put like a lot of effort into this game, mind you. And they were not getting a single penny off of that fan game. And here comes Nintendo, pretty much threatening them with a lawsuit and pretty much forcing them to take it down, which sucks. It absolutely sucks. Here is when Sega is the complete opposite of Nintendo. Sega cares about the fans and does not do this kind of crap. Believe it or not, to this day, I still find this amazing. There was a Twitter controversial going around, which by the way, not very surprising. So there was this fan-made Sonic game called Sonic Omens, and for some weird reason, this game was getting a lot of controversy for some weird reason. If I remember correctly, the main reason why it was getting so controversial was that they were stealing money from Sega, which in actuality they weren't. Not even a penny was stolen. Sega responded to this. Their reaction made my star eyes turn into hard eyes. They responded to the controversy with a Twitter post. Now, this is probably my own summary. I'm pretty sure they said something else, but to my own words, all I can remember them is saying, Sonic Omens is a fan game. We ain't taking that down. We are not. If anything, let's approve that game, show it to the world, and recommend everyone to play it. They did not send this fan a cease and desist. They didn't send them a lawsuit. If anything, they did the complete they did the complete opposite of what you would think. All they did was they acknowledged this controversy. They approved the game, and literally told everyone to go out and play the game. Do you have any idea on how incredibly rare that is? Seriously, like, very, very few companies ever be like that. And Sega is actually, and believe it or not, Sega isn't exactly protective of its characters. Now, they are protective, don't get me wrong. They got the law, they got the copyright to Sonic. But the one thing they actually do with their characters is that they only pretty much got one rule when it comes to using their characters. Do not claim it as your own. That's pretty much their only rule with Sonic. You can use him literally whatever you want. If you want to make a fan game of him, go for it. If you want to make some fan art for it, go for it. If you want to make one of those adult fan arts, go right ahead. All they ask is just do not steal him, do not claim it as your own. To this day, I am pretty much a defender of Sega no matter what. But I will say whenever they do something bad, I will be pointing that out. Not in their games, but when their company, aka Sega, does something wrong. Like if I remember correctly, they were about to donate money to a charity, but the problem is that this charity wasn't good. If I remember correctly, I think this bad charity was like, I think it was called NFR, I think. I don't remember. But what I do remember is that they pretty much kind of supported pollution for the air. To my own knowledge, it could be more complicated. It could be much more than that, but I think that's the gist I got of it. I will call them out on that. But when it comes to their games, when it comes to the company, but when it comes to these games, I'm going to be a defender. I do not care what anyone says. I'm on Team Sonic no matter what. Yeah, what's another thing? Xbox, aka Microsoft. I got an issue with them. I really, really do. For those of you who don't know, why am I mad at Microsoft? It's because they are actually pulling an Xbox One move. What is this Xbox One move, you might ask? The Xbox Series S and the X. For those of you who don't know, the Xbox One X and S were completely different. They weren't completely different consoles. They were separate consoles. For what? I don't get it. To this day, I don't understand. I do not understand what is the point of making two different consoles that are literally the exact same thing as the original, just with more storage. I do not care what anyone says about the Sega Xbox. I don't give a crap about, it has better technology so the game will look smoother. I do not care if the game is 200 frames per second. I only look forward to two games, or two things, in a friggin' console. One, are you going to play the game? Number two, am I going to have fun? Am I going to enjoy playing this game? That's all I care about. I do not give two hoots about what the game looks. I do not care on how the game freaking plays. I do not give a crap about the FPS. All I care about is, am I going to have fun and am I going to play this game? That is it. But no, Microsoft had to be Microsoft. They want to get that cash really bad. Again, I do not understand. I do not understand the Series X and the Series S I do not understand. Both of them are literally the exact same console to each other and to the original, just with more storage. I do not give two hoots about better technology or smoother FPS. I don't give a crap. I really don't. I don't care if my game looks smooth. All I want is just to have fun. And here's another thing I have an issue with. Digital consoles. For those of you who don't know what in the world I mean like digital shopping on the PlayStation and on the Xbox. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate going into the Xbox store, the PlayStation store, or whatever. I hate going into there, spend $30 to $60 on it, and end up not playing the game. And I can understand the freaking argument. Then don't buy that game. If anything, buy the game you enjoy. Problem. There's a problem with that. What if the game actually doesn't turn out? What if the game doesn't turn out as good as you once hoped or as you once expected? And when you buy it online, you can't get a refund. You can't get your money back. Because as soon as you get that game, you can't get your money back. Because once you buy it, you can't get it back. And it sucks. This is literally the whole entire reason why I prefer to have cases rather than go digital. Because when I have the receipt, if I don't know, let's just say for a random example, let's say Sonic Colors Ultimate was actually utterly crap. Hypothetical, this game is actually good. Let's just say Sonic Colors Ultimate was a crappy game. And I have the hard version of this, aka the cover. If I had the receipt of this, I can return it and get my money back full. If I bought the digital version of this, aka I don't have this personally, I have it on my Switch or Xbox or PlayStation, whatever. I can't get it out or whatever. If I have it on my digital, I can't refund it. Because if the game turns out to be crap, I can't get my money back. I can't. I'm stuck with that game until it either gets fixed or the developers are just not going to fix it, and it's just going to be there in my storage collecting dust or just taking up my storage. And I hate it. I really, really do, because again, you can't get your money back. Because with the hard case, because when you actually have it in person, when you got the receipt, you can actually take this bad boy back, and guess what? You'll get your money back. But with the digital version, you can't. Because you just can't get your money back from the PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or the Switch Store. You can't. You can't get your money back when you get digital. Because again, what if, I don't know, again, let's say Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was sucked. Let's say that for an example. Let's just say Super Smash Bros. Ultimate turned out to be a crappy game and you bought the digital version. You can't get your money back. That is $60 down into the drain, and you cannot get it back. And then there's that argument of saying, it's actually better if you don't take the disc out and then replace it with a new one. Well, guess what? I actually like that. I actually like taking out the disc and replacing it with a new one because I actually don't feel lazy. It actually makes me feel like I actually did something. It actually makes me think I should take a break from this game. I actually like taking out the cartridge. I like taking out the disc and replacing it with a different game. I love that. I really do. But no. No, we just can't anymore. Well, maybe not anymore. Well, not so much anymore, but we can't do that for some weird reason. I get we have to look to the future, but at the exact same time, if you look into the future, you're not acknowledging the present. This is called a present for a reason. I'm gonna pull up a quote from frickin' Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. I don't give a crap on what any of you say. This quote means a lot. Hang on, let me get him. Nope, that's the wrong one. I do not want a Shifu. Give me one sec. Master Oogway. I want his quote. Quote. Here it is. Probably my most favorite quote from the frickin' movie. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Like, we look to the future. And I know that's supposed to be the point. I know we're supposed to look ahead in the future. But if you don't acknowledge the present, if you don't acknowledge the past, then the future is going to be crap. You have to look back on your past. Does the past suck? Yes. But guess what? That's life. In life, you're going to have some ups, you're going to have some downs, you're going to have some good times, you're going to have some bad times, you're going to have some horrible times. But that's life. That's literally life. In the past, we were horrible humans. When we were kids, we were idiots. That's life. Right now, I'm 18 years old. I've matured. I grew up. I learned more. And now, it's just not right. I just don't feel right. Again, I know we're supposed to be looking to the future, but I feel like we're only looking to the future and not acknowledging the past or acknowledging what is happening right now, aka the present. Like again, the past can suck. In the future is literally mysterious. But that's why they call it the present. It just boggles my mind that to this day we can't follow the most simplest of things. In fact, the whole entire reason why we can't be so simple, like literally a whole heated argument can get started because some person had a bad day, or it could be just as simple as they were fighting on who is better, Mario versus Sonic. But no, it can never be that simple. It's not simple as that. Because there's this person, there's that person, and there's this influence, and there's that influence. It makes it 10 times more complicated than it needs to be. And that sucks. It sucks we can't look at an argument. And despite the fact this argument is literally so simple, clear as daylight, clear as a freaking crystal, it's this that would happen. But no. It turns out to be more complicated because apparently there was this influence and there was that person, this person, that and that. Sometimes I do wonder, what the hell? Yeah. Sorry about that. This is episode 2 of Let's Talk About It. Hope you enjoy. It was actually kind of nice to talk about, and a little bit nice to get off my chest. Talk to you all next time. Hopefully the VYBE video will be out. Peace.